President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi witnessed the inauguration of the quartz factory complex in Al Ain al-Sukhna, the first integrated industrial project for the production of quartz ore known as the white gold. The details follow.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi witnessed the inauguration of the quartz factory complex in Al Ain al-Sukhna on Thursday. During the inauguration ceremony, President al-Sisi expressed the state's keenness on eliminating any obstacles facing investors in the petroleum sector and encouraging the private sector to grab investment opportunities in this domain. The head of state reiterated that the project aims to achieve a qualitative leap in the mining sector and increase the value of the Egyptian raw materials, adding that it also creates new job opportunities and support export and trade exchange. At the end of his inspection tour of the complex, President Sisi inspected the Egyptian company for mining, which included many kinds of quartz. The complex is the first integrated industrial project for the production of quartz, or known as white gold. The quartz factories complex was implemented by the National Service Projects Agency of the Armed Forces. It exploits high-quality ores from the Red Sea Mountains, where the purity of quartz reaches 99% in a mine in Marsa Alam. The project is the first of its kind in Egypt, Arab and African countries, and the first of the world in terms of the integration of the production process.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held the meetings with the officials from the United Nations and the international organizations in Geneva. Shoukry met with the UN High Commissioner for the Human Rights, Volker Turk, during which they discussed the latest regional and the international developments. The top diplomat also met with the Deputy UN Secretary General for the Human Affairs and the Emergency Relief, Martin Griffiths, and the UN High Commissioner for the Refugees, Filippo Grandi, as well as the head of the International Organization for Migration, Amy Pope. The meetings tackled boosting joint cooperation and enhancing coordination on the efforts concerning the regional and the international issues, including the crisis in Sudan. Shoukry is scheduled to meet with the UN Special Envoy for Syria, Geir Peterson, for consultation over means of dealing with the Syrian crisis. The annual meetings of the African Development Bank Group continued at the Red Sea Resort of Sharm el-Sheikh under the slogan of mobilizing the private sector financing for the climate and the green growth in Africa. The group is set to issue a report on the horizons of a pioneering African economy for 2023, which tackles the economic expectations for the African nations. With the participation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, African leaders and the senior African Union officials, the 5-day meetings kicked off on Tuesday, pressing for the continent's need to secure $200 billion per year to achieve the Sustainable Development Objectives. First Lady Intisar al-Sisi expressed her pleasure for visiting the Red Crescent Operation Chamber, during which she listened to an explanation for the integrated humanitarian and the unique patriotic role of the Assembly, which deserves all respect. The First Lady noted that she had sensed the humanity in its greatest form, with efforts being exerted by the sincere volunteers. She hailed all the workers in the Red Crescent and expressed appreciation for all the volunteers. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli stressed the state is giving great attention to the real estate sector, as it is considered one of the vital sectors in the Egyptian economy. Madbouli said that the sector contributes in offering direct and indirect job opportunities. The Prime Minister's statements came during a meeting with the members of the Board of Directors of the Real Estate Development Chamber. Madbouli pointed out to the importance of the meetings held with a number of real estate developers to discuss means of boosting the real estate sector during the current conditions and the global challenges reflected on costs of building materials. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli held a meeting with the head of Al Gharir Emirati Investment Group and the CEO of Canal Sugar Company, Engineer Gamal Al Gharir. During the meeting, Madbouli underscored the importance given by the state to the Arab investments, including the activities of the Canal Sugar Company in Western Menia, pointing out the huge expertise of this company in the field. Madbouli also said that the government is keen on making the project successful and is looking forward to the company's contribution in filling the gap of importing sugar. For his part, Al Gharir reviewed the project stages and his future plans in reclaiming the remaining lands allocated to sugar to enter gradually among the planted lands in the project. The chairman of the Suez Canal Authority, Osama Rabia, said that the shipping activity returned to normal in the Suez Canal after a malfunctioning ship was stowed away. Rabia added that the tugboats refloated a large ship that had been stranded in the Suez Canal, allowing the flows through one of the world's busiest waterways to return to normal. Shipping agent Lath agencies earlier identified the ship as the 190-meter Jin Hai Tong 23, a bulk carrier. Egypt's stock market indices collectively rose, boosted by the purchases of the local and the foreign investors. The benchmark EGX 30 index added 0.59% to close at 17,190 points. The equal weighted index, the EGX 70, was also up 0.15%, and the more expanded EGX 100 index edged higher 0.25%.